Siebono ako na wiye. Your friend Nana Kesseh, with me, a friend the Cardinal, Isaac Odro, Patricia Sefa Fisher, Elizabeth Jean, Prince Balfour Asamoah, Samuel Apia, and Sadat Mohammed. Wamo ena ashishe ena midi ho chiame enwumre so da munyina se baby amoto yenka bia Max FM ewo enchi afei Dynamite ewo takwa ena Mining City Radio esoso ewo takwa Oja FM ewo Aguna Nkwanta Almighty Rock FM ewo Takrade wode no eto nchen Rise FM ewo Twifo Praso Winners FM ewo Sehwiesem ena Best FM ewo Bogoso Cruise FM ewo Akomadan ena afi Akonoba ewo Sunyane Fela FM ewo Tamale ena Beyond FM eno so ewo Enkwanta ewo Uti Mantam emusa stations yi ena afufuro pi ena on mafadwumedie ya wadawroma Timothy enka every baby amu bia mamunya adwo esan emamo akwaba ye bebo nkomo e de afa o my kronkron Ghana ho the platform
So bring me baby, Ghana bayo.
Enyumre many openi bi aye friend no Kwame Tutu. Kwame Tutu aye president African Schools Sanitation Foundation. Ura Kwame Tutu e ofiase enyumre president African Schools Sanitation Foundation. Openi majo
akonta medase
na ho te say
nyame adom won so ne me nua ba na me wo fa ase nom
Ewurade adom bia ho ye pa obia ho ye na akonta mame ansa ne be hye nkomo na ase no mame me mfasa akwanya so na me nda wan kasa wase me kai say 2007 March 23rd 2007.
This is not fair.
It is very fair. Very, very fair. Please, you are in my court. Respect yourself or I cite you for contempt. And then I'll put you behind bars. Only choice. It's impartial. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. And now, Hello FM. Mene Isaac Usu. And Emma Adoboating. Sabre Ebaye. Eba tu nu ni asante eboa. And a jamoji ye my baby tonight. Fate do baby no more than no more than pa bampu wi anisa so akonta empaba akonta be ye Kwame Tutu su de obi aye na akonta be ye akonta empaba o akonta o de jama na how e man how ene se ne maduru he akonta intimida wase masem na no
akonta na se o nyame ho but the man nye fair ne say me nya the opportunity nka the wire ma me wo wi ase mu they probably
fairness is of the Lord into the
and battle na
and no into the
akonta me so me dase nyame nhira o pa
o nhira o so akonta na African Schools Sanitation Foundation den
akonta me na wase na me nchia Peace FM management nyina onim se me fie Kesseh ni na se dia waya ama me no ebrebi Father Dixon ehia me ewo the corridors ani enemo office no obusa me o say tutu na me je so obusa me question am say Father there bi no say sa na me say ai me o say Father e frɛ me koya papa yi edan nsa ma me a and this is 15 years ago. Me kwaje check sabre na young man 1,000 Ghana sabre no te say ne me fan say obi awie school no aba half fro na ya obi ama check 10,000 o dia men kan sa akonta si esi Kumasi china ana enwumre ni obi aka say o kofia ba bia me kono sa bia na me ko ho no sa asase no so eye Father sika intima men so me fa na ase e ma Father na akonta African Schools Sanitation Foundation eye adwumaku a ye de asi ho say for the first time in the history of the world omanfo ebeye social intervention program e dey support the government of their country enye social intervention program a ye be kwa abato a se be ni obi ebusa ne de wen a da bia ye oman ene ye ma omanfo no na akonta adwuma a ye de abai eye apolitical enye politics sebe enye enkomodi a ye de cause emotional stress to a lot of people ye boada pa ye gumpanimfo animu ase ye twempanimfo fom ni nyina ne sa akonta pani ne de ne ho asi wo so obeye politician nti die wom die enim die seno die enseno die fata no die mfata no na ye ka de fa ne ho na akonta ade ba ko a megidi se oman ni nyina Ghana e bia ye re fie ho eye ya ye ma ye wo fa asenom suku nkoda e wo Ghana ha eko public schools akonta se ukọ ye public schools na ukobusa ho se ehe na sebe edwanan biawo ana bebia yegu nsua a sefem areho enye nika enye fe emfa mo man Ghana na te se de medi kan kan ye toda eya na abrabo na ye nyina ye bo no ne ewura fi ye ho obibim enti saa de a akoso ana ekoso ewo ye schools ni mo no enya ade a ye de ho ntansa ebo aban bia wono ma betwam kro wono ma wo hone wono ma da akye beba na emom eyo oman ni nyina so die ena oman ni nyina na ewura fi ye ho enti de ye ne se ye kai oman Ghana se ye mane ye wo faasefo na ewo public schools ne in particular ena orphanages no akonta baby a wo mu gu egu nsuo eje omonan eye big problem na sa enwuma ye kura me ye resource center network Ghana for ena a publisher sa report ya akonta omo report omo publisher ye ne say 10,000 out of the almost 20,000 public schools are ewo Ghana ha no omo ni ejanan bia kura ana baby a wogu nsuo kura eno enam so ema November 19th 2021 Koniwas na konta the coalition of non-governmental organizations in water and sanitation. Crowd the Koniwas state government on over the lack of water, toilet in basic schools. Report in 2001 I feel 19th November no. Samai aban. The aban ma shraj say ahunidie eye right na enkwada no a eko school Ghana public schools aban schools in particular. Toilets, any urinals, any hokra no. Ena akonta de wo ho no minim se bia ye beyibi. Ye de ye friendly disease manufacturing structures. They cannot be called urinals and they cannot be called toilets because unhu the state Ghana nkoda nketoa right from kindergarten ye pia omo kwhye se afi nim se ho no omo nkogu nsuo na ho no omo nkogya wo manan na akonta se fempa yi. Ohwe October 10th 2019 United Nations Environmental Program for akonta omo issue report na omo report no mamenkan just a small paragraph or say air pollution among other environmental threats is particularly harmful both physically through the damage to our lungs and heart and mentally. There is now growing evidence of a link between certain air pollutants and mental illnesses such as depression, dementia, anxiety, and suicide. And then the report goes on to say that the risk is especially high among young people living in urban areas. According to a recent study published in the Psychiatry Research, children become 3 to 4 times more likely to have depression at age 18 if they had been exposed to dirtier air at age 12. We a United Nations Environmental Program report. Inti yade amabobosu including enkofo hye wono mo ho akonfo. Se enipa tena efimu a omsi later in the years depression and depression baby abefa bi akonta yedi ho nkomo. Ene yare ahodo etime ka wakoma ene lungs as a result of dirty and filthy environment. Akonta yasema yede aba Ghana no. Ene se Ghana nkoda nyinara a eco school or public schools there. Dodo na any toilets and urinals. Now one mess wo bie no asefem. Now yemfa entanse bia amaban bia. Akonta show you what na so ache. Otena nopa. Uye news. Social media everywhere. You realize that Ghana for esi apini pa. Ghana for complaining. Ya wo Africa School Sanitation Foundation. You who say you're wrong. because I contest complain bibi ho a kyerɛ sɛ adekorɔ no ɛkwan na nam so no ebi nam kwan papa so ana ne ntentem so a ɛkorɔ no ntimi nkɔ ntentem eti ye hu ne said the complaints are Ghanaians complaining no is either say you realize that the path ye man ne nam so no yempe ana the progress said ye senk ye contentem no ye ntimi contentem, and so therefore we can channel that complaints into a positive force. What positive force are we talking about? Akonta ye positive force aye kasafa ho an say said ye toilets ni urinals any akonta schools bi a mebo Kaneshi Bishops akonta Kaneshi Bishop school ne de ewo Kaneshi he ya near the Kaneshi police station ne Kaneshi market akonta ko hunu se ne school dan no aya na busa ho se
enkran Kaneshi he ya
akonta ye ka se mo ye future leaders na say ye future leaders na ye se ye tete wonom ewo such school blocks mo gunsuo ewo such urinals na ye mo gya wo manan ewo those structures ni mo dia akonta, then I am afraid because so hwe Ghana ha na sebe wo hwe sebe efi dokro wo man yi na beka say ye comfortable living in them. I am not an academic mo dia mo sua ade adu akiri say mo be ye research into sania say oman bab kra hu fia wo hu na esha ase free ye schools ni because akonta school a meme call ye na saa bre no almost some 30 years back 30 years back akonta na ye kohwi tim so na akwala da bia ye exposing it to fecal substances na ni tuamu oso wo ye ni hu ye nso na ni tuamu ni hwini tuamu no sabe so oye pani no obetena community na efin wo mu a obesi there hu ya de sre ne say sa schools ne any toilets ni urinals fi no Ghana fo nyina me yenka ye homom na for the first time emie nsu nwa aban so say yesi ye pese aban ye bibi de ma oman no say yesi ye pese oman ni timi kɔ nanim de a now yesi ye communal labor akonta communal labor de ebi se oman adwuma ebi se kwasafo dwuma obi ate ase ye communal labor akonta ye ne say Ghana ni ba bia de owo fie de owo abonten wonu me wonwuma akese yen kamum na yen provide decent toilets and urinals for Ghanaian public schools across the country. So under the banner no you say communal labor adopt a school akonta yeti hey sebe mo ababia nyame de mo abedure ebi anakakra wo schools no enye ni nyina na hia say yebesi brand new toilets or brand new urinals dia momo ebi wo ho a wo mu die ehia renovation akonta renovation ni bi wo ho a ubetimi afa na wafre African School Sanitation Foundation for na ne yaka bom ne yakwa akoye enkrabata no edoso enti ne tofa bomu ane se yesre Ghana for se yenkeka ye humom na yentimi provide decent toilets and urinals and farmer Ghanaian public schools.
I see. Enti oton safre o mama nyina se obia meboa na yensi janan bia ene babia ebegu nsuo e de ama public schools a na ye nsen
akonta de ye nuni ye de ye mobilize resources, ye facilitate the building of those structures na ye ensure say ye execute structures na akonta ye sre Ghana ni bia wo abetimi ama ye cement from 1 bag to any amount of bags abetumi iron rods enua bibi bia ye disi dan toilet seats paint because akonta obi tie yen eye ene anwumre ebia or paint shop it onim so betimi ama ye paint a bucket or 2 buckets any part of Ghana enya akra asam ne yeka because we are working in every part of this country akonta se msamedin foni kakra bi aba ohwe eye tutu Methodist ewo tutu after Buriha senia na omo urinate ene de yankasa Africa School Sanitation Foundation for yakwa akoye ene said the ankoda no especially maya no enya baabi egu nsuo kama omo nkofa yade ene niema ukọ eye kaso ha akonta ye free orphanage bi Joy Cole Orphanage eno yenua baba ako Reverend Salome Afua Afriye Owusu ne birthday ɛne yɛne ne di nkɔmmɔ sɛ ne birthday na wɔdie no sɛ nka obɛtumi adom yɛ amia renovate saa ɛyɛ toilet na ma nkɔdaa na nka bɛboa yɛ yɛnua baa ne bɛboa yɛ ampa saa ɛyɛ joy cool no akonta deɛ wɔ phone so no yɛde 4 days ɛna ɛyɛ renovation no ɛna wokɔ ɛyɛ tutu a yɛde 7 days ɛna ɛyɛ renovation no yɛ toilet bia na urinal bia yɛsi no yɛsɛ yɛma ne mpa ho a month eti deɛ yɛyɛ ne sɛ wodi wo birthday akonta Mamenchia His Excellency the former president I'm say one Malodina edi omo 30th marriage anniversary your marriage anniversary bia wawo to bedin penkai dum bi pa de asi wa ka say me to nana ya okesi din on this date na me yes ade we de ka said ya me pese me plant no e wa asase ho afi we have a lot of cement manufacturing companies e wo Ghana ha Obia meboayen. Yes, Chief Executive Officers of all state institutions. Eye oman no ehun adodode ene hu adwuma ene de o maduru ba bia wo no wobetimi adopt one school ofre ya the resources na ye hia no enye sika nko a be o ma ye pickers o ma ye shovel o ma ye trowel anything na ye DC dan because akonta say ye busy ye report yi e wo Coniwas for FDA say about 10,000 schools I wo me yi muni toilets there na che say ye wa assemble ne po afi akonta ye wo de ye frɛ no ana your pastor ana your imam enti asori kuo bi betimi afrɛ yen na o ma adopt one school na o masi na o mo de o mo sofo maami din ene asori no abɔ ho de ye ni akonta obi bia o ma ye resources o adopt se o renovate ana o adopt se wo si a se eya na ya okese na anu abusua afa Catholic BJSS na musi yuri na mo na mama ye ho resources ne betimi building materials and betimi ayeska yesi wia wo ana obi a wo wuginidi sa wo soma no ode asem ni mo no kra bebrɛw na beba abegina ho abia no de ama school for no eti se eye me dem papa ye example ne ye ya se ye fadik NSA Africa School Sanitation Foundation for monko sempe cluster of schools na monko ye omo urina na omo adwaye emo ye wia father ana ona ankasa enipa obema no the power of attorney so omra megina ho no ne authority no ona ne beba begina ho no obie obeba no ne de ne din abɔ ho kama no ona ankasa abia no no de ama school for no
okay eti mame nye ni sei Entiamba ni say Dennis Etias is here. Na or say mountains ho school ba ko bi ho na opese school no. Ebi our first school ba ko say opese osi urinal ene washroom ade ma wo mo a. Obetimi ama ebi amazing ahwe. Na maka ho asem nyina o say ebi amehia cement 20 bags. Ebe hia block say. Ebe hia say ni no aka so okay on there. Omeska but enema na mobehia eni monye which means
akonta nyame boa na se emre bamu a eya abomoden beye ochiame ni bi ma adwuma we famaye because wa kyerɛkyerɛ asɛm ni mu pepepe ohwe krata eya akonta kura me ya emre nti yatena se aye analysis costing of bibia say yesi 8-seater toilets and urinal at the mass school nti se 8-seater no ebia emaya benya 9 na emema enya 9 ye hia 1,200 blocks ene DSC ye hia cement 40 bags afi ye be hia enua 2x4 9 ye be hia 2x2 mienu ye hia nadoa ye hia roofing nails ye hia epono doors ye hia nwotwe because it is 8-seater padlock credo ye hia nwotwe afi facial board ye hia nsia board ankasa ye hia nsia akonta ya hihye we nyina na as of July June as of June ye costing no na ye kura 26,947 cedis 26,947 cedis ani etimi si sa 8-seater toilet and urinal no ye nyina enim se ne ma bo nyina ye cover with labor currently akonta ye kura 36,400 cedis less than 40,000 cedis akonta ye betimi asi 8-seater toilet and urinal for one school. Brand new, very brand new toilet and urinal. You be here 36,400. Ye janai biane baby ye gunsu ya akonta yesi no. Ye wia ye mamu manho assign de the agency your friends polytank assign esi so eka ho the mount. Enti se Dennis Efreya akonta eni ye betimi as the sa document yi the ama nipa bi o ye interested because obi o ho a oton cement oton iron rods oton dan adansi ehu niema bi na danfo bi ton paint ni nua bi ton nua na danfo ba akoton enadoa obi ton chance ya ye de board dan so eti say nipa no akonta te say de nyame ayemu yi wo betimi atena ha ne so wo pe bibi wa bra wuntu nan wa bra betimi afre nipa mienu miensa enan enum akeka omo resources abom e de aye enti say obi so obema ye building materials yemfa analysis ne mana akonta hallelujah de ye hia ne say Ghana fo nkoda enketwa ye beyi o ma free efi ne yade mu because akonta photos ni videos ayewo a me di bia to phone ne so no enkoda ye se bia se no mu nkogu o mo nan na yade a o mo di be free wa pie no e di bia ba fie di abesan o mo nuanom ne mpanimfo no ano oden na akonta yade bia so beba wiase bia no so nim se eye fia asema covid ba nre achi ade ba ko a oman bia de nani esi so ene se ye obekti kronim ye be hohoro ye nsa ye be use sanitizers ye monwo wanwu obi so ene de ka ho bia cholera dysentery malaria bibia ye fi ena akonta ye can brofu bi ye say you can't cheat nature akonta it's not you can't cheat nature whatever you do to nature will reply you enti say baby awote no wo ye ho fia nature will reply you with diseases. Very simple. Baby, I would say no. So what do you need? Nature will endow you with good health and long life. So you can't cheat nature na ye cano. I had to say so person that when you come we there won to me obedano. It has to be extended in terms of explanation to other areas because yare bebreba akonta ye statistics are before there be aye na beka say ye di animo no. Very simple. Because we live some way somehow in not so clean an environment, and that is the problem. Akonta
enti se ebia obi pese monkrei osomumu na wonemu edi djuma no number be na obefre
akonta a very quick one na me chire mo no ye wo 1 million citizens walk the see ani so ba akopa ne se Ghana your population say you virtually 32 million, right? Ye pe 1 million Ghanaians ama ye nyina ya so ye nsa ne ya nante enye demonstrations ye nante krum ye nante aka kire ye ho se ye nya 1 million Ghanaians mu bia donate 20 cedis ye betimi ayi a number of dirty toilets and urinals to provide a lot of them, and your friend 1 million citizens walk. Apart from say obi di ni birthday and sikani bi peso oboa afi akonta o hwe the professional associations a ewo kroma Ghana Medical Association, yewo Ghana Bar Association, yewo Guta Ghana Union of Traders Association. All these associations bebre na ewo man nim no. Each of the associations can also adopt a school and help them. Akonta number no 0244 242308 0244 242308. Enkomo bia wo pesa wote efa schools are provide free toilets and urinals they ama wo mo no. Sa enkomo no bia wo frɛ number ya ubetumi atimu yie. Afi the same number akonta bia obi wo community bim school ewo ho school ne dan atete apansam bia omu ni agya anan bia omu agya anan ne baabi omu gu ensuo no aye fi poto. Just get photos, about 4 photos, bear 3-minute video, send it to the number 0244 242308. Shiraya baby school ne wo de beka ho bia ewo baby ani anwea so be kwai district bia ewo Aboduabo township die hia no enya afi na school bia be fill form na yaka se headmaster and a head teacher and a headmistress emra interview na ko na bra bibia se anim die hia ne se Ghana fo ebe so yasene na yenso yebetimi ayi Ghana school nkoda afri saa wo haw ene abenedie ne amane a yede wo maka akowura fin mu
0244242308 0244242308 Penny and the Kesseh friend Kwame Tutu or president African Schools Sanitation Foundation. Papa be a friend say Obama semen kan say Ochiao na money adwuma so.
Afase Obama. Mete so your press conference me yi na no ne. Ama or the press statement bi aba ba tu dwana. Ohwes first paragraph of the statement na ko last na tim say be ma adwane. Wo ni pani be ko wi mu. Eti mejimi nu ase Obama so pa.
0244242308 and on the south say Obwa African School Sanitation Foundation or number any about opening that say ebrebo we no basa twetwe nkomo
kadna nyaminhira o na nyaminhira tiefo nyina na Ghana fo nyina emeka ye ho na afi yemwa enya baby papa ema ye school enkoda no enkona daache omatimi enyini aba beso oman ni mpuntu nyaminhira
onhira ososo ya da se papa Kwame Tutu ena yene no ekasa in the platform ena waso egusu a utie no
now embassy B ebeche ye ka
embassy bay embassy bay
Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Brazil
embassy to Brazil. Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Ambassador to Ghana.
Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Kwakuja eni bi asa.
Me na me wo hobby. Enya Ghana embassy to Brazil.
Yeni bi asa.
France embassy to Ghana.
Ambassador.
Yes, French ambassador. Me wo hobby.
Tie kwaku tie.
Omo report re to ho no. Me kura ma send message akatro mo say enya sa na tie.
Kwaku tie kwaku e. Ya wo ambassador to. But yeni embassy to.
Ambassador to Ghana. To Ghana. France embassy. France ambassador to Ghana.
Me pacho bo mo boys ni bi.
Okay, Obani Dennis Miracle Abuaje ewa hasi wa director local government and decentralization and rural development ewa presidency Erica J national communication team member NDC yebebo enkomo e dia fa o man ho anwumre na Mansadat agunta mibu Mansadat
Nana
Sadat
no
Sadat
no
Sadat
Nana bakope
Sadat bakope na group to say
na group boko
sa
ai nana
na me watch you
nana misho
ojo
ba juma na wo boso
sa ebeyi na dia na adinam
nana misho na enanu fiada onumanyafo Kena Jimanate for ba fi hase oba TV oba radio na oto no bo cheche nsemu pa empinfo se ehweme da se ni wura no nana se na osi cheche nsemu no uti a etosumu na enchemu na kwa yese ya chura de agu paper so na oti ase na wo hwe agu ho different from works on the ground itina na can we here no
government ase o si de nchire mu na yese
akoyese ya mo theory e wo paper so na oti ase na yese explain easy e flow ya mo theory wo paper so na wa kan oti ase na yese explain who say flow pa but when it comes to works on the ground what is to who say shedan tell emfa
asa
nana emfa
anti the prof can nya ko grounds emfa
nana me intimi ka prof chantro but shedan fa
sa
shedan fa nana
ade
nana yedi nkomo ye beba ho na prof ka se wiye no pie na mo for ba hapa amonfo be gu fia me sen ko mbe to profile ene ko be kire nsimu be obebe amonfo be gu ha popo
ade ko mbe jom card wa ha na
o mo se ma prof ka no okọ grounds anya sanity
na nipa na ono da ade na no ka cho se na ade nte wo so okọ grounds
na o mo so na o mo kwakọ ya ade no so mo ko ho mu hu sa
da bia we dey emerge prof di menje
ento mo hia nkire mu prof se wo kwa uhu nipa 1 2 3 o card nsa beka almost call grounds so mu nipa 1 2 3 4 kra mu sanka card no eti aman komana kwa something which is there nana but near baby I mean said any prof enya drink kakra ne say o say as a Ghana for your last minute never too much ye nya proactive bibia ho na se na Ghana for atiada enu nti na card you kra no I can come say communication ministry beka say when to register some card e be block you no and am Ghana for say o mu dia ho pepere obi apese okokoye ne card but enya sa ne tie da say Ghana for obi a dia ho pepere ne pen card na ye sa deadline na ba enti Ghana for new proactive na no enanana me ne Ghana for ba ku mienu bi kasa ye o mu kire mu anya no kreda say Ghana for any new proactive esan say for abura mo print card no yo mo kasa ye ready obi ambeje ne die no na no mo ye ne say e ma Ghana for be bomb pe so e wo various centers no wo ho no mo ye be send o message say o card na ye ready ye send no message ana wa ba beje o card send e be na man for bomb pe so na Ghana for di so sa amafo dodo na omunya o message no amafo kokoji one day e bi so nya message okoho ba wantima anje wo mo de
adai
there's one lady bi wo haya TV haya say na ni issue no kokoye okoye ni hu ni card e di share ni nsam I make I say uncle verifying the fingers or then the finger kwesi machine so na ntima verifying the surgery card ni free ni nsam ka so won ko ne be frɛ no na e be sin de say o chesi card na yesi card no ko mu hu ma bi wo
sasai
yes okoye ya send the message so card ready bla na beje and okoye udi ni Linda an o picture udi bibia intact and the card ni share ni nsam uncle verifying the fingers or then nsa ko si machine so na ampeke and the surgery card ni second e be frɛ wo be sin de
ba do mo nya mfrɛ no
card no wa chesi card na o hu ba bi wo there's one guy so on so ba ni mu he nana o so on so no okoso kwaje ne card ye hwehwe verifying the fingers ye say ni din any system no so if that's the case on 2.5 na yenyema no o 2.5 ni yema ni wie ya o verifying the fingers ye so why double registration into card no so nya de an sabeka ono so ba ha oba piece fm ha ya ane na ni abre pa nana eni so di we nyina toto ho na se ye ka se Ghana for any proactive I say Ghana for na relax na mo pe last minute me sada ne prof enya adwen wo honom
okay
yeah me sada ne prof enya adwen wo honom na minim say e wo se yetimi accept say maybe system na e di adwuma no we have challenges with the system na ye ntia se sa na se be find proper means ye de be solve sa problem na it will be better chance say as a pressure na ba be da Ghana for so by force say card no anya bia bank who problem sim card who problem na tie mu ama say kra no efifafa easy kra say continuous registration no this obenya Ghana card na I ansem na yenwona e kwesa the end of the day problem be ba na be Kesseh enti no me susu say yen sit down per time na deadline na communication ministry da beto no yen fa no to nchen na yen fa ni means e betimi na system na ye fa so e de register man for the card issuance ni bibia no yen fa solve and he said 1 year or say 2 years so send a problem ni city bia no send a problem city bia no on sabe kan card na say etimi issue card na mo bia saka ne de na at the end of the day Ghana focus on mo register mo sim card na then you measure bia na de gu honom either than that nana see say ye the deadline e beto ho communication ministry deadline e beto honom a emboa isi so de be ka ho a any double no problem na be double and when at the end of the day problem na e be chire no
aso a chen de e pese solve no
ye be Kesseh pa na system na meka ho asem ya prof ba e ba TV no or the figures be to honom the number of people on register number of card on my print number of cars on my issue any number of cars on multi issue here but me puti figures ni na on paper and I'm call NI website go check here different information na honom
omunya update
and it's been a while na check and the system here can want seven
on be prof be
system here can want seven be new
prof be
yes, it comes back to the system
prof be
you know a number say it's a chance infinity
a profinity
ntiem to ye bona pressure na ase de ama Ghana fo ntiama pressure ba beda NI force no ye relax more kakra
mate
na ye relax more kakra na one thing also about ambulance this ambulance issue nana it as if say problem of power na as you shut down for your need the chire bebre
sa
nana me anya mo so chire bi no say afro barometer for the report ba institutions of me corrupt finance ambulance for be kan ho I wouldn't be surprised
ambulance
yes nana
oh how
nana won say ne journalist bi oti ne cylinder is pretty ama na hyehyɛ yes na ekoba so was here transfer ne ba kolebu ambulance for budget 1700 and send your transfer no e de na ba fine Mr. Anshon ka say resources na ban e de ba no mantem enti so ye gan ni na say who nipa bi at least o support o makakra fu oni ade e to asumu because kure wo mi say enema nshada nko ye kakra e to asumu but the camera ko say omo fixed price ya ka situa na wantua e na onipa no be
me de minim ni say ambulance for can from day one say bia bibi say omo mefa nipa bi ni ade ndi a fuel de obetua TNT as in TNT ni de obetua but no mo hwe ba bia wo free ni bia wo de ade no ekro e no magye huska minim say bi fufuru bi o de a but Sadat let's also be a bit realistic me gidi say ya kan sa na niema no bi wo mu a bibi ti say emfa say awo oba bi awo aka no ene kan kwanhia si bibi sa no you don't expect say nipa no ntwi ansa na o de nakọ ntia no de o man betumi afa honka but other ones ne there for me yes ntwi a I say sikani ye within manageable limit there you okay because on say mama bi okọ water cry this year obviously fuel ni ho yeah obewu okọ mu no we could have saved that life it's a hono just yes
I think say ambulance no I think so omo side ho no I was say
ambulance omo de bi cover cement here
omo de bi cover cement no
mate we dem amen call Dennis ne
okay nana
ai say Dennis
kwere ko first da ono wari fugu we na o chere bi o na le rubu fugu ana we dey
that way suma hingro fugu kwaje
not say
oh huye akwa banso good to have my brother back chale okwara ma fi wo
say na say we opposition for
sao opposition for na
madam for bi na ka chere me say person who power ya me power
yeah dey
me ne power
I see
na person who opposition ko opposition
okay
also time and your power no na dey utimi cause be 100 ti ko opposition fresh ne dey one na drop ba be 70 you see why he take cry na be 12
that is honest and also wa
ne mo bia mo bia
o wa ban mu so na ne mo wa form so wa ban mu no mo na wo de bo ango fa na wo ko position e wo form anyway say Dennis eja awodo
say ni at studio I mean my
okay Sadat cover there no 223
me marry me ajoyangi no position no ahoma fa bi apama o shewu na owi ezo say yes so condition na won kumi na me to be an cheche me say mu egeje de o
na mo dey put the condition obi a nipa ba ko timi dey condition 13 board in office mo dey no mo dey free
anyway everyone good to have you back the nyame asepa na okay ene nkomo na yebedi no me pese first issue ayehwe eye voters register sa ensensemu yi ena can say you voters register na ene sa economic ratings ya abai se Ghana esi no ya sa atiko ya chiu ya atiko ya chikra Russia for so mi hu ade omoje Ghana ho bibi anom do manu abetum bi se bibi anom do manu abetum mi na no Russia for say ya import zumi and I'm say it's a lie Ghana and import zumi no ya na Ghana for enye ade because a Ghanaian brand o man bia ni wiase obetumi ay zumi just a Ghana because so unim zumi ade e fa ni zumi ya
okay so we Russia for say omu ni zumi
omu di me hu ya no ma tweet ade de ato ho
sa do buzi
omu ni ma ade e fa ni zumi
mi omu department go adabraka ho
o man bia ni obetumi akadem so no onim ade e fa ni zumi ye what be that anyway hey Dennis new voters register any a honsem maybe say me tie wadwen was asem no
me that say now minchia yeti phone na one of the most intelligent NDC communicators and Bishia Pan Eric. Na I do mudo. And one of the few NDC communicators and so on. Or Kesseh num kapa about them did parliament say we deep in India them that I anamba
make
Kesseh party ebefi anwa kasa but atem did the maintain we did that. Nti I know a very strong distinguishing factor about him. Nti Eric Mitchell.
Bacho who send the manager and to me nti.
My ministry come.
Elizabeth before we go.
Now, Daniel.
Dennis.
To be very honest with you, last week, baby, I think on Monday or Tuesday, let me go Central Region, baby, na the day before Emancipation Day, no. And I call from one of the, I think it was Joy. Now, Utukono, Ekasa about this voter registration and Ghana card and idea. Not M1 kakra, because me really what it is that we are discussing. Okay. About this whole Ghana card and Electoral Commission registration. We are aware say Ghana card and Brea a pass year. I think that was somewhere in 2012. We were quite specific about their achieve with the card. The fundamental of it is that you universal identity before Ghana Nibia. Now at every point in time, no, you to make us say, Ukoto wachi waha, na ne yoni. Ukodi dokono waha, na ne yoni. Obi ehia e de seka etwa wo. Na ne phone number ni ene na yoni. Obi frɛ wo, o se send this cable to ne phone so. Na wa send na yoni. You know that sort of thing. Ewiase afa na bebia obekɔ bia ɔman na kɔ n'anim bia no. Saade no na ɔman no etumi de tumpon kɔ n'anim ntentem. Enti nyina ya gye atom. Amrei ya pass in 2012. Yeah, about 2017. 5 years after Imranaba. Ene ya mo na mahyehyɛ mra na ye no nyina ye de mra no ɛyɛ adwuma. Afi eduru bebi asese ye kɔ yanim na yetumi ehye mra no mukena na to be den susu so pai brain a mo se mo mra mo amahye no mo se mo mpre ne mfa mra ne ye adwuma. I just cannot understand. Ebi na Erica bay obecheche mu ye mama te ase, but me pa there to be very sincere with you, say me tie me hu de enti a obi abe oppose the use of the National Identification Authority card and a Ghana card no as a basis for identifying a Ghanaian who is of the age, a voting age, to register. Me do want to say, mo dey mo sister mo per guarantee system. They are nane aba no watwe me di nechi or see we friend Dennis or me house boy. Me ni netifia anti register no. So you Togo ni so you Burkina ni. So you Algeria ni. So long as nane abeka say or you Ghana ni kwade no ma register no.
But one issue amati say NDC are raising say. So you can see you Ghana card and as the only source of identification and a verification say we are Ghana ni and be at Sanoa. Ghana card na ho sesi ano. Nipa bebre kran sanka omo de.
Awesome, perfect. Enti some common dey me pɛ no. Beba ho. Me fa hanisi.
All right.
Emrana NDC for hyehyɛ ye no 2012 no. Your clause be a friend of mandatory use of national ID card. Mandatory, that's the word. Mandatory. Me lawyer. Eric Pono Musu as one person of lawyers. Mandatory use of the national ID card. SAS section 1 ne heading no. Clause 7. It say a national identity card issued to an individual shall be used for the following transactions where identification is required. Mandatory use. Mandatory. A. Application for the issuance of passports. B. Application for an issuance of driver's license. C. Opening of individual or personal bank accounts. D. Purchase of insurance policies. Now, now babedru. H. Transactions that have social security implications. I. Consumer credit transactions. J. Registration of voters in the law. mandatory use of national ID card. This is the law that establishes the Ghana card. Clause 7J, registration of voters. I say the national ID card issued to an individual shall be used for the following transactions where identification is required. In a sense, you are mandatory. So if you are going to register as a voter, according to Sir Emra Weayashi, you say, first of all, Ghana, the person who qualifies as a voter is Ghanaian already 18 now of sound mind. And I'm what?
No, correct.
Great. And as a way Ghanaian, that's a way of sound mind. That's a we do 18 now. Emra say, and so called Electoral Commission will now call register and this are. Who call register? Electoral Commission also be person be verify and be validate say we Ghanaian me boy and this are.
No, correct.
And he actually Emra be say, Obia SSO register bia Ghana Emra no 7I. I say Obia or person register as a voter bia no. The form of identification or the beko Ghana card is in the law. I'm not making it. Is the law. The form of identification Ghana card. Essentially a mandatory. That is what the law is saying. Mandatory Ghana card. And so how? No, I'm saying to us. I'm saying call L. Registration of SIM cards. Registration of SIM cards. And also under the mandatory use of the Ghana card as a form of identification. Registration of SIM cards. And aqua could do any other transactions which the authority may determine and publish in the Gazette. And now, say Electoral Commission say every 2022 air corner say open some registration. Now we're the 18. That's why we are Ghanaian. The only form of identification the be identifier and a Ghana card. And you be a omebumbre one. And say NDC for me mraba kwa omebuso. Okay, obviously no. Reasons omo mani nyina no. Embra omebuso enka ho. Ana wati bi so omaka say easy for bumbra bi so.
Omo say omo be disenfranchise nipa.
The people omo bumbra bi aso ye will come to that but omo bumbra bi aso ye mboa.
Not that I know.
Exactly. Now let's come to the disenfranchisation as no more camera. Now, I didn't say yes say as you use Ghana card. Now say would you say you when you pay be a omunya Ghana card ya. Yemfa ya ho den any nyansa any ano any bibia enkwa bebia omo ye card no. Na ye make sure say Ghana ni bia we di 18 of sound mind no. Nsa be the card no to me akwa voter registration. Na mum yes sika akwan so na yesi krom na yetieti mu say yesi for be bokro no on be so mu wian omo ya kronfo they and I was reading one from one NDC national officer say EC wants to use the Ghana card to the advantage of the MPP. I mean such logic say I didn't hear the pipe be boy nyina no won kan obebia say wafom mrawo untumi nkyerɛ emre bia isi na fom untumi nkyerɛ ɔman ne hyehyɛ bia isi na pa ho isi no na momra kwan so ne mom wasɛm a wo kan sɛ nipa bebre enya card ne bi etisi use card na wahwɛ be disenfranchise ɛhɔ ne sisi atwi break ɛhɔ no ne sisi atwi break na afei bi sɛ ɛho sɛ efi samri ya copy member e be start limited registration no ɛkwan be ne e be fa so a Ghana ni bia wonya 18 years no of sound mind also register for the voter ID card no e kwan be ne be fa so betu be national identification card DB no dey akwa register as a voter ID card. See now me tie ideally me hu die ntia ese say easy fokra e wo mo card ne essence we Ghana card separately ideally time no so ne yakwa to aba o fa Ghana card na ko police station o ko do police station we do 18 o Ghana card ne be kire no what to abana no wako. That is what all advanced countries do. That is the most sensible thing to do. Because the most credible identity for all of us citizens in Ghana and the national ID card. That is the most credible identity right now, today in this country. And if we all agree that that is the most credible identity, form of identity today there. I didn't hear for your one in shame. Now the chronic nina, near ye. Now be to me nyabi. Near to me fire and woman including voting. o say there be ya beji atum yen fa no manyina na mo do voting nko ade I don't know still I use grantor system send be ya mo betumi akwasesa ngrofa tena bus mo fi Burkina Faso ni Niger aba na mo so mo nsem de mo akwasa mo yo mo house helps ni ade nti mo de mo pa de papa bia mo mpese mo bokro no mo na mo point mo nsa nipa no oya de pa ni mo be bokro no nipa na all the transparency ni ade ebeba na make sure say Ghana phone kwa na benya kwan to aba no o so mo be bokro no I mean what is this? I just can't understand. It's even there. Me how back me wope any National Education Authority for. I'm saying and more can once a few minutes ago. And yo, omo bro from you say they should put their act together and omo kenyom omo keka omo kakra. Now whatever the reasons are no me Ghana near my radio me pay me card there. Excuse me I am asem. Sisi say yes any 30 million boy. 32 million. Me expect say nkan yen hwe krampo no. Eric, say card na normally say card na dey print say we no. Say your top plastics no. Enti be there me expectation is by now no. Omo ni krom be 32 million plastic cards. Enti mo make room for sport cards. Enti by now no matter card no be 40 million go. Anamboa. Enti me expectation is say National Identification Authority ayen hwe kra no. But now almost say plastic cards no be 40 million. Ego with the assumption that Ghana ni bia benya baako mboa ebi be say ana ye no say no ni what dey ne de omo ka no me mfa ye adwuma say no ni what dey a ene de omo ka no me mfa ye adwuma say no wo ho so dey a the next level ni say card na say wo print a cha na anya bia say nipa no betwa ne phone ni wie na o capture the details ni wie a na o click printer ene ma ne che na sa ne te dia yenye appointment system we a simple technology you call online na say America for covid buy your embassy sense buy o kona ko book for interview o press here yes o next date here 2025 umpo sad date now here then unya ye and they've done that based on the queue and are based on trafficker ever on website and so and if we have 40 million plastic cards available UP I'm going to be able to be UVC or yes UPC cards. I'm going to be on the first card. So, enti sa card ni go. Na se printing no and a challenger. For phone use boy USSD code star say okwa ubenya date available. No one pick your date. No one pick your registration center. We date in so in fact a day before crowd no between your test message say dey chia. What shadow say dey chia. Boy be try picture. No one capture details no your card that cross any pattern kra no metu ya mumbuki ni pattern na na nke ye ni sa anka ba na yewie I just say another reason be why ayenim another reason be any one ye no nko ade a me de minim de ntia we where we are today because even if you are printing 10 cards in a day kra 10 times 261 districts no say no nko ampo no be 2610 yes we in a day 10 days yes 26000 send nke ye ko enim de wa no do hwera enwo enti na make say e bia na bibi foforo eden ewo ho but say bibi foforo bia ni ho de a they don't know where we are today say bibi foforo so wo ho a the NIA must also understand say emra ne show mo because we emra ni ma e mandatory you emra no show mo but then say me on NIA shasi e fence NIA 3 we shasi no me can 3 because me fan NIA 1 ye andakofo 2 ye Mels Mahama and a 3 year a fence nanado na minim se nkasa abre aye kasai ya wie Ghana fo no a ye shase no monya 18 ya wie ho asem nyina ama esi ya ba efri 18 ba fom no e go me gidie ni se ebesi na aye kasai we should be able to do is the health insurance for your modi and say ye wo akola nne yetimi health insurance that is exactly how it should be
eti ya wo nne no I say utimi nya unique number na udin wo ho any ade enti say udu age no akopeke biometrics
yes yes
but your number should be unique from birth your date of birth your parents and your own name I mean
Madam Fubi send a message Frank Off-White or say a friend PVC card
Frank Off-White
I say friend PVC card
okay.
now say enya sane ma mienu we any problem no NIA dia and then I am putting for me church mu
Anyway, what
so I just say
Matthias,
the other side also I make kind see because Mr. say me how controversial it is. The other side I make kind of see say almost so for my register close to about 16 or 17 million. 60 million I think. Out of 60 million, no, about 30 million are above a job card. The understanding is that all these 60 million are above 18 years. All these 60 million are above 18 years. Your previous register is just about 17 million. And I'm 80. Some money we have barely a deficit of about 3 to 4 million.
But me who NIA no me doubt is half figures no.
Oh no, no there.
Because only the doubt it. Opa for figures not to Ghana Statistical Service. Recent census no me here no. It will give you some indication.
No, you see, one of the things NIA can never do. NIA in particular, one of the things they can never do is to put out false data. Because by the nature of their job, it's easy for anybody at all to find out and verify. So I say you can't do anything.
And only ideal situation.
No, you can't do anything about it. Then I don't know to me I mean, if you work with NIA, and also you decide to go on that tangent, and then say you are just putting yourself and everything at risk because it is easily verifiable.
Because share census na figures na population na 18 and above, never population na below no. They will be given to talk statistics.
Yes, but me, I don't doubt the 60 million. I don't doubt it. No, you have no reason to doubt it.
I have.
You have no reason. And a BM Electoral Commission, I register 17 million. How about that? Almost where you doubt that.
I will be complaining in the card anymore.
No, so you are assuming that because you are hearing complaints.
I am not assuming.
No. You are assuming that.
I am not assuming.
You are. That's only fact. Only basis we are.
Many basis saying.
Our basis when are the kakache.
Basis na makache o say.
Now the same Ghana statistics na Electoral Commission.
Now what be some answer na me make
the same Ghana statistics.
What be some answer na for the Omega?
And I use it was 17 million.
What they count there.
And my point is that Omar register 60 million. 60 million is just, let's say, a million deficit of what Electoral Commission has. Okay, let's assume say since 2020 no ebe payment no you're saying you be 2 million be mama be 18 years. Into Omar be 3 million be. And now for 4 million input to get up to 20 million to close the deficit between the EC and DS. I think they should be able to do it. I think there is time for them to do that. They simply need to ensure say be putting in place systems and mechanisms obi a penikada obetumi a schedule in a way a ombre na ne side akane card. Me imagine no and say yen NDC for edi omonihwe na yesiesie. But Sawoka said because nipa bebre ni card nti Electoral Commission di omo ye no omo bokro no a for me huniti ehun ne nan.
Okay. Kwaje
Nana.
Mamintio.
Mecha peace affirmative for you na mencha mini Dennis. Na office okay.
Ya no ma ne so kakra.
Say mami musa ne said the adwuma muti eja mejai. Ajani e bom pae na aja nyame adom bibia ye di da nyame ase ana me de menyamra nimni misua de na menua de ni so minim se nyina obi aguso osua de on say offer constitution na ye di bo man no na okọ article 11 na eka emra pon a ye gitum as emra. And then my woman pefe say 1992 constitution a supreme law of the land. Nana uti me pa. And the other see any airline act of parliament in the keka hu bia no. And superseded the constitution of Ghana. That is the law. And it be mandatory na minua ne kaye no. Enye like say wafa emrana eta na ejumedi echi na wakohu se mandatory ni shemu no eno no nkyere se sa mandatory ni yade bia ehu chen constitution of Ghana because the mandatory no enye synonymous to only the law of Ghana. And one thing I was a minute then is still saying say emrana itintin ye na wo kan emra ebo Ghana card jumedi nyina ho ban. And aside the law, you were the constitution of Ghana, you did juma. Nti na na say offer a constitution of Ghana. Now call under Article 42. Or say every citizen of Ghana of 18 years of age or above and of sound mind has the right to vote and is entitled to be registered. Entitled to be registered as a voter for the purposes of public elections and referenda. And untino, the Emrane Chene say, Ubi or ye Ghana near Wadi in fear doom watching echo. Nana adwin ye juma. Eyo she Nana uti.
Oh,
Eyo she se abatu bi a ye beto no. Ni din kwa abatu omam.
Enyo she.
Na ye kan say.
Abato.
Like entitled to register in a person.
Our whole kwan.
Our whole good. Our whole kwan. Say ni din be kwa abatu omam no wato aba. Enti say ne Electoral Commission say
but now the all can in 1992 constitution mo ana.
Article 42.
Okay. Our whole kwan
interpretation.
Okay.
Someone dey twi news in it. Enti say asema ba ne ye kana say menua miracle won suggest say na mususu say nipa dodo na ye kan nyina akoye party for bi na ka. They may get it wrong in some way. Uni mu re friend Kofi Bentil. Kofi Bentil mente say watu nanum tu say oye MPP ni ana say oye NDC ni. Na meka impo a time ani ye ko occupy Flagstaff House demonstration no. Ni ye pe mahama banye tuna. Na ken no foriata she kambu ne gen stop no. Gabi oche dakomo. Isankoma mo pens no ni omu nyina na ye demonstration. Wa ba bontia beka say what they are doing no. They should consider the key interests of the ordinary Ghanaian.
Which is
Ebiem Uri friend Dr. Kojo Farijan.
But before Farijan, no. The key interest of the ordinary Ghanaian
the interest of the ordinary Ghanaian is we drew name fears so twaba. Now obenya kwanya mani di akwa abato omam. Na enye stressful man because we kind of ten this case or say about why was sort of a nipa fundamental human rights. That is what is stipulated in the case. Meko. Enunti no Dr. Kojo Farijan wabe Electoral Commission penya me nye bida. Menu miracle say nye bida. Ya no elections are organizing in this country means enye bida no. Was say Electoral Commission nye very careful. Say all be country Ghana for say the only source documenter ubetimi di enya access se odin kwa abato member ye Ghana card one ne nya adwene ye na ma ye ko be nyina ye say experience is the best teacher. Kojo Farijan declare election NDC accusing MPP accusing several times okoye na wo waba eno kra na okoye no Charlotte ebai e betwa na one term aban ba ye na aban yi no ko na de darling girl bai intini jumadi na odi no a lot of people mo raise concerns na some are not politicians. Unimuru be a friend of Professor Kwakuaza. He's not a politician. Or you're one of the legal brains in the country. You're not there. Asim biaba, utimusa na approach or they tackle matters in a nationalistic. They've all spoken. Said the woman should be very careful of how a person or the Ghana card.
Why will you not say commission by the woman?
Oh, sir, now sir on the commissioner. And she's the only returning officer for presidential election. Intimi de hokra ni hear me more. She's the woman. Enunti no on hwe niema bi ye. Na na won say offer constitution krona. And now come rashi bedwefia. Constitution krona be kan kire say ye to abawie na mampani be pa na so afo a. It was so yi some proportion every parliament mebo. That is under article 78(1). And that constitution krona ka kire say ansa na ABA be you obi kra na obetimi aye electoral commissioner no per article 44C no. E was so no so the qualification it is a member of parliament. Ebiem constitution krona no was some other positions are nya ba ne yeto amawa untimi occupy. So what we are saying today is say we are not against the process of Ghana card. Enti Erike J Miti Studios is here. Me wa me Ghana card. I've registered as a citizen of Ghana. my identity. But mama yen endi echimu dem say without Ghana card obi nye Ghana ni. E hona we mo de ye kono. Nana wotie me pa. Omo de ye call level a akoye te say de unkuta Ghana card a we no onye Ghana ni. Constitution no so kire kwanya obi fa so eye Ghana ni. Yawu obi wo Ghana by birth, by adoption, naturalization e de keka ho no. But the way omo channel omo communication ne Ghana card no akoye se sa provision e wo constitution me ne Ghana card abesese ni na. That is not how it is now. Still the constitution hold.
Constitution no e be for clarity the constitution is some person kind sa provision na me hwa de. E article saying na okay.
Me ba o de ma me wie na me the
exact say about Ghana.
Me ba o de me ba. Maybe there's that provision you put in the verbatim. But the person me say the constitution of Ghana no. Say Ghana card eba no. Enkyere se obi a by birth. Timamufo na ma ne papa ye Ghana ni awo no no. Enye Ghana ni. Enkyere se obi o se wa naturalize ama Ghana. Na no hu tournament ya ye kwa broni bi kra na no gina mu ma Ghana. Hu no. Oye kwasi broni boy Ghana ni. Na wofo ate ase ama na gye ne ho atum so oye Ghana ni a wa naturalize ama Ghana. Ene wagina mu kokon mai. But had it not be that na bia me koshia ne krom na me hu so kita Ghana card. Maka say na broni de ne de nya Ghana card.
Ghana card no Ghana.
Hey jama me so. Enti de me pese me kire ne say the word Ghana card na ba ne akoye te say de nyame foforo bi a MPP aban hu no wamfa na anya hwe enye yie no. That is not how it is. Me no kasa sisi previous election na ye koye Electoral Commission at the Ghana card ne Ghana for ahodo nso ekuta da card ndi ebetimi guarantee nipa eye ejuma omunyo mu voter register de kokoto aba. But my problem now is say akoye say aban we no pressure ene de ma Ghana for say aban no hu say Ghana for asala wo kwan hu no mani ajo. Yeah, I don't know. This same Ghanaian press you can say aban the pressure to Ghana for nyina say wo say kan na ke unya Ghana card. Nti me studio anopai wo mu sister station. Teacher ni ba kon send me message also wo say hwede bi so. Because on the Ghana card ni en configure an account ni then 1 month bi etwa mu salary kran ye den am I. Uhu video bi so na circulate social media nra. MPP ni bi on the entire wo kroma ni nyina to bi. Ono nso se yesi on Ghana card ontimi configure an nyama man account nti okọ bank we ntimi anya access to the money. But what we are saying is say Ghana for ntimi nto aba ma omampani e ma ne meko stress e ma temamufo. It shouldn't be done that way.
Okay. Because me no kasa let me be so asamba akwanza na waka de opeso kana.
Na na to aso.
Society authorities ya o makasa o kan Kofi Bentel local Dr. Koja Farijan kwaku azan e na obo obiom ka ho.
There me move.
Okay, all right. Dr. Farijan mfidudu a odidi yanim say electoral commissioner na oto abaso nya. Was there anyone omo demanded source document and san omo de omo register ni permanent to aba?
Was there what?
Was there any election registration na de kokoto aba no? Is anye source document.
Oba wonim say efi 1992 aba no. A lot of Saturday year ni abatu anameboa. And I think you know better than I do because some of us maybe other state news. No, because I'm right. Because started to aba na you know. Inti processes no any event inti ye kono since Saturday ba ya justice de be suit the current situation na woman. That is how near me process ye no. Inti comparatively no untimi mfame nko Dr. Fredjan pension ne. Why say you see so na nananom kaka say bi se bajimre. Okay.
Ya nananom do man kaka ye na yeso mu ye bajimre.
Me kan wasempa na ye shempa bo ni fa udi pia na obi sero. Satama na British car ne wo Ghana na si ani si ni fa like changes aba so we can be revisiting the past. Yeah,
maybe sasa should I say
I know where you are coming from.
No, you don't.
Oh, that one.
You don't at all. In election 2012. Then it's still some way power. Made the national insurance, health insurance card, and the source document I mean they call register. Sabrenumu, I think 2012 Abu Mo de asam no court. Was it not 2012?
2012.
Good. And now a friend say court HR say voters
health insurance
no. Omo obi odi bibia ye you know. na enye no me koye you know exhibition me koye exhibition you know after your car say is nyi din bi film no your koye exhibition na me din wo exhibition the last one before the election na me din wo on the day of election me koye na me din him
on the day of election koye na din him and you know something
no
election 2012 once about to be a ba beto a yetintim homra e de komra she bedwefie the friend is CI ni agiato so go for the CI na you did call for that election say enema ben na electoral commission say wagiatum so obetim dia call police
na no ka na ka
yes na ka ho but you know enotin na menene ka say nyina medi can make a case clear say the constitution is supreme eno na ama judges no to me adia na parliament agiatum ni yetim call ye kokwahye no what am I say so you can't use that as a yardstick because na a source of which the CI was late 21 days and a mature. But because of the amount for per CV, yes, you foreigners who mukita a health insurance card. Or muko court no muko bone no. Court need can say they should expunge it.
Okay.
What case are you
good
making here?
I'm making a very strong case. Maybe I will now.
No, you're not making any case.
No, he's making a case.
No, he's not making any case because this about to back when I got to there's a CI regulatory process. The outside and you will see a regulatory. In the case there, in Kasa CI no National Health Insurance enka and a Dr. Frejana me cause site no person o chire bibi so no chronic pension say CI no enka ho no de kan ho de a enko ni da locus.
Okay, now this is
the law.
This is the case that me na want here. Onye hu nti wo se mini case no.
Very confused, bro.
Oh, they are very confused. Now where that?
They are calling say.
Oh, say.
Yeah, you're the man that kasa.
Unim dento obisa me that question.
Unim
dento obisa me that question. Some me call Dr. Kesseh for again.
No, confused.
Indirectly, no.
No, far from that.
Omo muti oni ti ase, wona onti ase.
Eh, me ti ase.
Far from that. Dem pesa me kire ni say.
O come di obi wa.
Dem pesa me kire ni say.
Anantwanzo.
Me many fee election bi amahu bia no o ko register ye source document. Na sa source document na e be require no e CI na e boss a particular election no ho ban no eno na de ko enya sa na tie
yeah
good election 2020 the CI was explicit I da say okuta Ghana card na say obenya nipa mienu na o madi wo ho adanse enya sa
yes please
good enti de enti no mo gi source card source document de entra
yes Ghana for na ekoto aba ena bibi a chere so ye Ghana ni
bibi a ye chere that is the point
meba bibi a chere so ye Ghana ni emre bi atwam no now the birth set ekwa a chere so ye Ghana ni ye nya nipa ma ye tabi ko gina court e ma court ba tan ka say and the birth set na a state institution they provide no ekuta wa won ye Ghana ni mewa good emre bi atwam kompo no na okita wasu bo krata yetimi di identify say ye Ghanaian mewa. What you see, where we are going, we are creating a manhole for future.
But me who ni say, Tio Eric, me who ni say. O say wa kan subokrata. Wa kan acheche mu nyina. What you are trying to say indirectly ni say. At any step where you be making no, we improved on the na hodada no.
Good.
Say Ghana high we. Card the bank pan and come closer. They are so sacrosanct in proving somebody's nationality than Ghana card.
Nana ya Kesseh. Inti Eric J nam has CCA. Me existing voters ID. Eric J me CCA. Me existing voters ID ne kutame no. E chese me Ghana ni na me Ghana ni.
Well, me who baby I chese. No, no, I cannot answer this question.
Listen to me carefully.
No, be some question mami nya no.
Obetima se me ba obi nkuta Ghana card. Oko tro ni din ba kono. Dennis Miracle aboagene ni Eric J ne ko guarantee no. E na tro ni din. E na okuta voters ID. One Ghana card. Is that person a Ghanaian?
Me who?
No, answer me.
No,
no, and yes.
No, question we mean to me answer no and yes.
You have to answer me.
No.
Why no?
The entire no say.
Let's be careful how we are dealing with this issue.
Me who any document and I see IB a chere say voters ID card e chere o nationality. Me who be that?
Nana ya Kesseh. Inti and Ghana ni onkuta Ghana card in Ghanaian.
We are pointing.
The way Ghana card argument, me see we are creating a monster.
Okay.
studio ha nyina obi a Ghana card Peace FM nyina obi a Ghana card
and the mint minchre
e ya o chena busa de onkuta bi na o ye Ghana ni ka chen so onye Ghana ni emra no ya hihye nipa ho adwuma na ye de ye me no kasa Ghana population na mbe 30
and say yeah election there here source document
and you get me as a we interest for me argument mu ya do so ache Dennis there
because what they teach you won
masem ne ye ne de nti
o be ntia ni mo
na na tie de meka no nipa be 30 million na ye Ghana no ye kwa akoto aba na etwa mu no na Ghana fododo na adu abato mfie no na ewo interest on be kwa akotwe omudi mebo a edi na ye kokotwe wie no eno na emu bi egina ho guarantee e ma nkofo a ne nkuta Ghana card na ye de koto aba nti na ye wo Ghana fo a ekuta the existing voters ID omo ne Ghana card put in mind
I be work on your Ghana ni.
Listen to me.
I be work on your Ghana. I can put it on. I be work. I be work. Oh, send me.
Why am I not guarantee money?
Okay, we are making.
That is manning you. Okay,
we are making.
Manning you.
We are making. We are more example. Were we not here when we remove foreigners from this same album you are talking about in this country?
Dennis, manning you. Dennis,
don't invite me.
Manning you. Kwaje it was.
Kafra na.
Abamu yare.
Na na kafra.
Kwaje go ni.
Oh, the na make can say you were Ghana for omunkuta Ghana card omunkuta the existing voters ID ebi wo ha na ebi ni
Ghana for my day
omunwo voters ID omo to abaka ne omo ne Ghana card ebi wo ha na ebi ni
ebi wo
adenti na ebi wo
say nipa no onya ne Ghana card
oh dabi unim
say
obi na guarantee no and o de control ni din and o to aba say Ghanaian so the person is a Ghanaian right good
me debi o enu de me nka say ani o me say wa ka question me say ubisa 10 times me nka ani another
you see the Ghana card na I just say invalidate
okay so Eric you put argument you say and you say no my position on Ghana card
your position on Ghana card as a rational human being you nim say Ghana card Ghana for na ye amaye me boy Ghana for na ye amaye no ori atefa betena ha okasaye eno na wo colleague presenter na ba ya no worker ya nana se usi form na ote de Ghana for ka em say aban no mpanimfo ne TV8 mu a omunsi form na omunim de Ghana for ka because o come me district they be me free you have 42 communities in one district there was some area bia obefi wakwa district capital no ube travel 25 kilometers and akọ 25 kilometers na nipa ne de be come district capital no because e ho na NIA for your registration e ho na MTN office wo e ho na Vodafone office wo say nipa no ono wote na kura ase no de onim eyekua adwuma de onim o seden osori anopa na okọ na afuo mu a enyinu gina obedidi ana wada such a person utimi ma ne foka akọ district capital okọ na yage ne 25 cities day na okọ no that day na nkasa wanya Ghana card obekọ be 3 times nya buy na tua ne lorry fare utie me pa ensa nipa ne ye Ghana ni e wo sa buy wo na oye nhehye pa se wo de bekọ ne doorstep ema na nya access e register as a Ghanaian. And all this populace now any access to that facility now you can want someone no. I buy through electoral commission say you be she nipa chinchine twan say you kwa akoto aba na unkuta Ghana card there wouldn't be any other avenue say ubetim dey register kwa akoto aba. Eno ne ye ka say you president in this country na na obekai say in central region uru bia na say oya afare adwuma no person contest for assemblyman okay Michael Nimfa okay Sabrantian ya na afenyo Markins na ye ne lawyer wasi processes ni na course no electoral commission it is franchise na ya man kwan ama na nya access and take part of the process okojina court no dey na local government actually say ne ye kwa akoto assembly members for aba no a whole court e bo ni na tugu ye woni me kai de bro man ni nyina ye president e wose ye hwe ebiem tenadi de na America nipa ba ko ehọ na court no ka in the decision say if you neko no so obi beto aban a fundamental human right and you can't curtail it enti wono as a commissioner untimi mehye mra bia ebe ya kwansidia ma obi so
anyway
ento aban
mate
enti me no kasa sisi me ba me da no sifo
5 minutes
na se oni obi wa national service national service once you release your pin code na omo de registration they've released about 120,000 code or so na o share almost slip na omo de fill your particulars na your portion na o the unique ID card number which is voters ID esha ho and some at once one why
voters ID.
yes and Ghana card because some contacted Ghana card no more say per student they will charge 6 Ghana cedis on be release your data me na me can almost me bo prof on friend on the bank so they are using voters ID data now nim obi timi enter the particulars na Eric J obekwa na ya amansa na da meaning say even electoral commission no document na that was and they credible you won't work on that. And you are pushing for more problems.
Why do you like contradicting yourself?
Let me tell you something.
Isn't there a contradiction?
Why contradiction?
Isn't that the reason why the electoral commission?
Then he's almost landed.
The document now.
Then it's part of landed.
Me say the same one now said Ghana card now the generate here. People are now encountering problems. You know, baby, then what your content?
But I thought in your earlier submission, what can I say? Confirm bikuta voters ID card or money Ghana card.
Yes, some are there.
And the other now says I now person Western the argument. Now one can say maybe your mom didn't some problem with me free.
A bit me free info.
Almost all Ghana card, money Ghana card.
See when the pressure Ghana card easy for.
Besides, I don't even know how that
to be Ghana for your pressure. Now you see this argument. This argument.
Then it's member was say part of my member Sadat 5 minutes.
I'm in the shoes of Nipa no mo chiro.
Martin,
the number of people who are qualified to vote in this country. Ghana card. Qualify Ghana card. Over 16 million Ghanaians have already been registered into the Ghana National Identification Database. Out of that, 13 million in Saka on card. Aka 3 million bi omo nsen yanka on card. Just Saka sana okasaro. Na ne ohwe, dia wo kan nyina kire se Ghana ni bia wedi 18 na edum bre so to aba to minya na Ghana card ya woni ho asem. Anaye san do pesoka. Na ne azan what he saying? What your kind bebre ni nyina no. Oh, why you minja ma wana? No, the men yes sir. Stop it, jai. Na ne enti the okay nyina no. Dia Erica nyina no. The okay bebre ni nyina no. Ne tofa nyina no say Ghana fo bi enye nyom Ghana card. It is also the Ghana card nkwa be source document. That is obe disenfranchise your man no person kire. Enti then the most sensible thing for every nation to do, say, Obia we do 18 bia SSO register bia na okonya voter registration card no. I see making sure so be that Ghana card. Eric J person chain say anybody to be Ghana card there. Na only problem bia say nipa de Ghana card be registration. It ka certain thing dey. Na now, ka certain thing Eric J because what you are saying is that the man in the village, according to you, doesn't have a Ghana card, which is actually false anyway. Because I say over 16 million people have registered into the National Education Database. 30 million of them have their cards. 3 million in saying Yanka cards. Electoral Commission, it was 17 million people thereabouts on the electoral roll. And even the newly attained 18 for the account, and they be previously 18 for almost to a register crab account and 4 million crab. We then find 20 million. There's a deficit of 4 million for the National Identification Authority to register. Now the biggest question to end all this back and forth is, and now, the person would be say Rikeje no yano. Be say Rikeje bia say you sorry a china. Not NIA for and making sure say Ghana ni bia wedi 18. Ekra the ID card, Ghana card there. Say omo dey no air source document or TRC or bedia to ban and pacho be answer question no mama.
Pacho to aso.
Maybe that's the only thing.
Maybe. Sadat.
Oh.
Yes, Sadat.
Nana ma memre mu.
Wait me in 2 minutes amama.
Who be here no ana? O me here no dey na enwe.
Nana won say who be say me question say citizenship asem na America no men kan ma. Who constitution wo phone so. Bacha am movie. Be article 6 econ.
O person you kind of mami take me test. O the one
easy answer my question.
No, na who am question.
Oh, when to aso na mami to amasem so because me time na me ma say ya no any mami to amasem.
Bisa na na question kra we nyima.
Me say Ghana ni bia we di 18 na Ghana card. Obe man register. Obe ma easy for use Ghana card na. It's a very simple question. Answer that one.
Yes, our question say Ghana card na ye kwa ye kwaje. Source document be na ye de koy.
Me why me some question?
Me busa now say me room me man in room so.
Why me some question?
Well, answer me media who be so question.
Ghana card.
Yeah.
Yeah, no passport, birth cert. Yeah, I think no name me kai.
Okay,
me kai passport, me kai birth cert.
Later and o kwaje passport so adan ya na o de kwaje.
So what is
what's your point?
What is the
no,
point?
you see, what me ba dia me pese me kire ne say mom yet to say the officer de no Ghana card no and the remedy to
it is the most credible card. It is your point. Most see mo pede yin.
Enye wan
Who's your bin bi?
Enye wan say mo say ehun hia chen interchange. Enye wan aye. So what I am saying is say your position is say ma electoral commission and prepare no.
I didn't.
Nana say utie NIA for kasa na omo kana true prof. Prof person o kire mo say obi antimi to pressure man so mfanye na adwuma. Obi antimi man a timeline. Even Eslaban the second time one oba be my timeline September. Prof say omoni obia ne adwuma gidigidi so obi be mo obi timeline on their job. And don't forget to say NIA card mo obi mpo na say mistake ba na correction ye pese ye manipa na. Etimi take be 4 months na nipa na etimi ye correction farmer. So we are not rushing to anywhere in this country. Ye be bia na ye ko. Masa so be cause so man into constitutional chaos. It will be better say obetena say na why you adwuma say
cash LDC for moon cash.
Okay, beba mamenko Sadat one. Sadat.
Nana.
Yes sir.
Moon cash.
Nana Ghana Fonso Kasa.
Omo se saying.
Wo kire o ma dwen o Facebook.
But then is ne o ma mintie Sadat.
Comments no so ahwe agum.
Omo se saying.
Ahwe agum pa na se na esi dose no tie mo achem say 2. Half ko but ne wa ha ne de bebo me homode na maka nyina. The messages do na no mo say miracle. Wo omo chia wo. Yes, analysis na here no. I'm for so many ho pa and akwamu. Na it's unfortunate say me to me can san say I have of it call ready. Okay, Alex to 4 and the way e ba ye. O say on tiase o. Say I say Afarijan. E na no beto Ghana card no any voters registration mu sensem no. I say Ghana for making a point. Obi e kasa. O say na Afarijan say obi e kasa o say na I say Afarijan say. Ono on tiase say Afarijan ya kasa na e che say e say o my Ghana e compose na say nhye edema ya na. Odwono ho a won tiase. All the way every Germany Hamburg and the day by his lassie patriotic voice go so was your friend what you see pa adienti about Ghana card so say pe na as NDC for mo hye wo no or say Ghana card ho sensem by no na Johnson say dun ketia ka kire NDC for say Ghana card mo obi ankonkoye enti osro say 2024 ma ho kwan na say Ghana card no kokoye requirement e beto aba anhwa na supporters bibire nya kwan an to be enunti ene ebo Ghana card no so pe na I say wani abresa no rainbow kaswa ene di wenso eba o say Ghana card ne eba be use as a requirement for ID towards election 2024 ne de e de na kwamu pa Ghana fo nyina obi ahwe no wonfa ne ho enjim kudos to Electoral Commission was answer ya omode aba no enok yakwadu asare wo se na yawo ase ye ka Ghana card no ho asem na passport ne obisa we say na yawo passport nso enokedu asare twene enso edie no Rashid say or here live from Tema Gulf City na NDC as a propaganda no yadoso too much King Rashid na do we so eba ye ohene poku o say ade na say NDC ebo Ghana card so kra na say muyem hihye mu kra sa wadwene ho a wonte ase wo se emerewum munka cha mo supporters no obi ankonko register ansa na 2024 aba na munja se Ghana card ne boso a na ase muyem hihye mu sa no kwakwadu poku enso de we fi Rotterdam wo se national identification card na ye de ba na beboa pa foreigners bebre electoral process no ebeyi omo afrim tie nyina no yen support Eric Akan edwe enso eneba Eric passport in Europe Eric message we me sheda entiase kwasi prempe bonsu o say Massachusetts na Apple oba Ghana no oba Apple mu no abon ho modern ma Ghana card ne nsa kan de enu nti sa woti Ghana na sa wonko ba bia na sa Ghana card no o nsa kan o dia wono odwene ho a wontiase na che say last minute kokwasa na ye ka sa Ghana for pen no ohu ni say no crepa Eric J Godfred Nana ahe was say ensem Eric keka no no wadwene ho a wonte ase enseda ento na sum Mas Kwame enso edwe ene bai was say ase ensem Eric keka no Eric ka na wasade akekere no ho was say tangled with the end his lassie message makai Prempe Rashid o message makai Kwamena Poku o message so my boss so Dr. Kalipo was say Mr. Cardinal Opacho Debi Kalipo message die nana me to me kan Kalipo message o bisa nana se wona Kalipo e bisa wasem wa ha
Bajo kaje Dennis ne yi se omi o ma no de o ka bia yete Kalipo si my end
nana Kalipo say se wo kwa ware a bisa o say now bisa say nipa no support Mahama no support Mahama ansa na abe ware na Kalipo message die okay Ankomo Foster enedi we nso eba ye wo say e wo here live from Achim Ayiribi o si use Ghana card no 2024 ebeboa pa edana kwaso ebeboa ama foreigners dodo na no yetimi ayi omo e dey free electoral process no mo say easy obuma baso pa o chia DC ye wo fo ase Ayiribi Akoma Foster enedi no nso eba ye nana
yeah
I say about double.
And mama ma your friend said Dennis be 3 minutes bi na me ma Eric so 3 minutes bi na yanko. Kwa Dennis. O hwe ta mo.
And I come be say kasa
Me ba na me ba no nyabotre. Me say me ma 3 minutes. O de hwe ma me. Russia fo asemi. Menim say can yen issues no but ye nya time and in deeply no.
Eric am I say em bring you akadi back.
And in the next 3 minutes mama nti o Russia fo asem no.
Menim say they make summarize Russia but they make can say. They make can say. Russian embassy at the list be by. Say niema ye tofri om ho no be so mo che say niema ye tofri om no. And no so nti ye ntumi nka say om no mama aho kira ba. Na you know when this for fan no more than we shall list na a list of 16 countries. Now you see yes quick summary bi na me dey upon.
Na tro na fa come Russian base so mo wa.
Mama no tie twi pa. Na now. Me nyama mien scenarios mienu. Dey di kan. Unim say Russia for a contribute close to about 11% of global fuel crude. Russia about 11% so names are. Okay. Oh, and then say before our Russia Cold War no crab started. Anytime a war ni be jire mo dende no. Na crude oil na ye import back Ghana no. Na now ni a ton be $76 was a day. War ni be mu jire mu pa asat June ye. Ni a ton almost about $136. What it means any say omo to oil no fia brochire ba Ghana no enkane no oto ne $76 into the bedu Ghana oto ne 1 Ghana but see e shoot ko $136 and see okoto a no the ba Ghana obeto ne 3 Ghana cedis na na your filling station no wo filling station e wo abeka junction ha no de wo kwan no left wo de ba ko ye wo left also koto free papa no ho a enka no na also o to no 1 Ghana but see o to mo 3 Ghana cedis it also the bedu filling station ho na also the 1 cedi account na be 4 cedis enti truck driver na ono so air fan crofo fi achimota akwa Bavana Junction no na ono so fe nipa na ojo mo 50 pesos esa ne say otofu no wo ho 4 cedis but see ya no wo so watu fu onim na de 1 cedi account nti ono so be park ne trotro no wo ho na oto a ne bo no so ayeden akosoro kakra nti ono so de 50 pesos aka me a metena car nim no me ka no so adi ase nti si a instead of 50 pesos no me so me to 1 cedi me so me kwa Bavana Junction na makoto tinapa sardine any biscuit na ma ba beton wa achi mota lorry park nti sardine na nka me so me ton no 2 cedi 50 pesos no esa ne say si a me transportation no 50 pesos aba ka ho nti me kwa Bavana Junction na me kotora me de ba achi mota lorry park wa na me so me de sardine no 50 pesos ayeden aka ho nti si a no me ton no 2 cedi 50 pesos biem me ton no 3 cedis sanya Russia for no conform to kwa ba ya nka crude no nke ton $76 nka ye $136 say am go ati ase now ma me san kire oba ku biem esa ne say crude ne boy moving from 76 akọ 136 nti sika na nanka ye nane wa ha cities na nanka ye nane wa ha de kọ $10 no ne ye kọ kra crude ne ba no sisi ehia cities no emo ho be miensa na ya wotie me enti ama dollar no so aye na ade bia so ehho ye na no ne bo eden ekosoro enti all of a sudden dollar nanka number is 6 cities 7 cities 6 cities at the beginning of last year no all of a sudden a shooting call 8 cities because ye pesika no bebre anse yetumi akokra the same thing na ye kraba no yetumi akokra bia eden aba nti ama dollar no so no boa eden akosoro dollar ne boa nya akosoro penso what it means is that papa na o import kambu the kambu na me fe no mo fe no sneakers o import kambu every Indonesia eba Ghana no first no kokko Indonesia okoto kambu ne bako $5 no na bia 25 Ghana cedis because na 5 cedis sisi ya no esa ne sa scenario ya me ma inti dollar no ho aye den to dollar ne bo aye den no sisi ya no $5 na okwakoto Indonesia no okoto a on here 25 cedis on here 40 cedis and so muti aye den akoko krasa kambu na aye den aba Ghana inti the same kambu na ka ye kraba na metodo e bia 30 cedis no ono so koto a ne bo aye den nti ono so ba na fi oto no 50 Ghana cedis nti kambu no so ba ba ye den aba ba ye den ama me a mepe kambu aye den atono. The final one I make and say Russia yetoni amani bi fi omho enye ni na yeto fi omho it is a Russian embassy at the list back say and na niam moto free ho no moto dodo no kra fi Vietnam Brazil any America for ho esenyen nti eyen niam no mana boy dia na America se mitro wheat and the flour ayediwe dodo na ye kra bi fi Russia ye kra bi fi Brazil na emo ye kra bi fi Vietnam but ye ba ko say eti ase ne say okọ Brazil na 50% of fertilizer Brazil for the yomfuo ansa omotumi adua omnroma no ase yen akoto bia ba no 50% of sa fertilizer no na nkomoji fi Russia ani asa utini yi Brazil for no omo fertilizer omo de yomfuo no 50% of it no omoji fi Russia. And because of the Russian-Ukraine war, sa supply of fertilizer, nitrogen, and the nitrates now, free Russia, no fertilizer, no sa supply no, and baby, mona yedi wagana no, do na fi Vietnam. Vietnam for rely heavily on nitrates, nitrogen, and all those things from Russia. And because of the Ukraine-Russia war, sa nitrogen in Yamana Muhia de Ayomunfo no, and Vietnam.
Mate.
And unti ama Vietnam for production of rice no ne boy den akosoro. Eti emu anake ekwa kota ye de $10 better ba Ghana ha no. And now the same emu kota u de $30 de ba be dey ekwa kota ba tio 120 Russia u to fi Vietnam. Nanso because Vietnam for ntumi nya sa supply na omunya fi Russia nti omomo ne boy den ayeden ama yeso ye de na yekoto fi Vietnam aba Ghana ne boy den ayeden enti Russia ntokwa no eni Ghana ewo Russia but omo eni omudi dwa nyina no enye sunsuanso wo mo so eme na affect ye so ye dwadie ene ye normal ye wo Ghana ha we a simple logic, simple deduction, simple understanding. Every NDC person understands it. Nemum to me kakra ye penti to me die your friend is saying Eric 202 fi buno ebetra nkra ha nyina ye Ghana ho do nemum or there 2 to 3 mu say ekwem bia meba be hose won kana in the next 2-3 years menya to me awa me ho no ese me ye enti de obeke bia ono nkra ye wa nyina ye to me die na ope enti de obeke bia se be chichiri no se nchichiri no or de beji to me no obeka ji to me but in reality no say waka fact no no waka figures no no waka ne say ne city na ma cheche obu no de aka bia no eye mugu me da se bebre
kwaye bram kakra na menko
no ye aban crash penny work equiapimo say me boy odi ne die wie ya ye ma ne kwotena fie no tumi die enti no tu betena nkran na ne owura kufu ado ama ne tumi no odi enti na adwen nyina ye ne tumi no de nam nti enye nwanwa transna menka no kra ne nchiro tanko na ose ohwe the global economy na Russia produce say 11% of oil yes na okay na ye kan global economy na global na kire se we are see adwaman so nyina anti Ivory Coast for kan global economy no because you see one mo akwadworo na enyansi ni kasa mo kan in opposition eno na hante mo ne oko Ivory Coast a omutu fa ngo se ya yensu yetubi ye de won anim kakra asa 2016 na Ivory Coast the omo produce no omo to so be 69th in the world remember as of 2016 na Ghana number 43rd as of today Ivory Coast produce oil Ghana produce oil but oko Ivory Coast omo fa ngo bo e wo form e chen ye de petrol na ye ton be 10 point something no oko Ivory Coast e 7.5 what the bag Ghana sikemu e ho de COVID-19 anka omo Russia Ukraine anka omo and you are making this argument say opese Ghana ni na otia drivers for change out the sticker eje ne car hu nyina hia ye ne car wo na age ne car ne jiu di say wo nim nyansa nti wo de ne ye na me yes time so o man 6 minutes ebiem wo be ka kire Ghana for say global economy abantini wheat bo aye den na de na yeti kuruma wo kodi fufuo heavy do the wheat na ewo nipa na odi fufuo ni say fufuo bo aye den enam bo aye den o say wheat bo aye den wo Russia. That is not what we are talking about. And I may not yes here before Russia Ukraine war na petrol no near ton sign. That is the legitimate question. And a bro ya cran in Russia. Abines were here planting for food and job. Okofa the policy document ye were maize, cereals, any vegetables. And kwade school munkura enya bro near dia ye kokwa momodi. Banchene body kobu wo techima edwemu a Greek minister say body ne by raba abane de buy. Abane no ma banchene body fertilizer. Akwadura mamwo no ne yeka ho asem say how you are running the state no your peers na comparatively more opposition and am dey compare no how is the market now go to Ivory Coast nana me see so manima so na minim say Ghana ye smuggle ye na Ivory Coast for ye say onimpa when was the last time I was in Ghana for the coffee petrol 85 Ivory Coast back Ghana but today that is what is happening in the country you know enti say wa betena ha obenya ahobrase kasa aka no e na NDC for na me anya me hwa Ghana for na etie no enim say aban we die ba aban mu no onye boneda because the first 4 years na problems ni nyina ye mahama COVID-19 ba na ni nyina ye COVID and then Russian Ukraine ni nyina ye Russian Ukraine de aba but Ghana for enim say oko economic management team anya Vladimir Putin and hwe Ghana sikasem so e ya large bawomia what opposition na o say when the fundamentals are weak and then your fundamentals so adwene na ye weak
your exchange rate will expose you and my time will expose you Mr. Kojo Kranche e wo Germany Düsseldorf na ene oyire dofo Mrs. Mariama Kranche ene oma Emanuela Kranche ena David Kranche omso anyamfie aduonum 50 years omo ema happy birthday Mr. Kojo Kranche a wo Germany Düsseldorf onom ema happy birthday Isaac Oduro medase Patricia Sefafisha medase Elizabeth Jean Prince Bafo Asamoah ene Samuel Apia medamase Sadat medawase papa man Sadat medawase nyame ya aduma ukeda mbeti enkarike J ena Dennis Miracle Abwaje ena uti omonka ena enwumre eframe nana ya Kesseh ubetimi aframe the cardinal me the radiasum bia eja